Dr. H.K. Chopra. Dr. Viveka Kumar. Dr. Nidhi Dhawan. Thank you. Over to Dr.
Right? The 10-year-old boy is actually very, very old. So it's all relative. So youth, according to me, is and I'll request Sir Manchanda to say a few words of wisdom.
I deem it a great honor and privilege to be one of the chief guests in this outstanding celebration of National Doctors' Day. I'm told we are going to honor some of the senior doctors of the city and the country. Well, doctors have been honored by many associations, and many of the awardees have already been honored by the country, like Padma Awards and all. But getting awards from your own community, from the medical profession, is entirely a different thing. This means you are respected among the medical fraternity. That's much bigger than any other civilian award that you can think of. Well, all of you know that I have been into practice doing tremendous service to the society without thinking of their family and all. They are available 24/7. And being in practice for the last 60 years, I have so many students, I have so many colleagues and all. I think each doctor is an asset to the country, to the society that he is, because they serve the humanity in the real form. But I think during the COVID time, we could see that the services of the doctors were exemplary. I think many of the doctors were frontline soldiers. Even people come back from the border, it was as risky as standing on the borders. Junior doctors, of course, were the frontline soldiers, but even older doctors were also available there. Many of them have to pay the price with their own life. You remember K.K. Agarwal. He was a frontline soldier, but he sacrificed his life for the sake of society and for the sake of service and all. I think each doctor has the same feeling and all. We lost number of them. I pay my heartfelt tributes to all such frontline soldiers. They were the really heroes of our societies, who did not bother about their own life to serve the humanity. And therefore, I think this is a very nice sort of get together of the doctors to remember such heroes and to follow their examples. The senior doctors who are here, they are not only service to the society, but I think they are role models for the junior people also. I know many of them are teachers, and they have produced a large number of second line, I would say, soldiers who will be looking after this. So I think the job of a doctor is not only just to serve the humanity, just to teach the public, but also to produce excellent doctors. And I see many of the awardees who are excellent teachers, and they have spread the message. I would like to thank all the organizers, Dr. Rajiv Garg, Dr. Viveka Kumar, Dr. H.K. Chopra, and all the organizers who have organized this excellent feat here. And I congratulate all the doctors who are being given this award. Of course, everybody deserves it, but those who are exceptional, I would like to congratulate them once again. Thank you very much.
Ah वदना वदनाम्बुजै सर्वदा सर्वदास्माकं सन्निधिं सन्निधिं क्रियाम् माणिक्यवीणामुपलालयन्ते माणिक्यवीणामुपलालयन्ते मदालसामञ्जुं वाग्विलासा माहेन्द्र नीलाद्युति कोमलाङ्गी मातङ्गकन्या मनसा स्मरामि या कुन्देन्दु तुषारहार धवला या शुभ्र वस्त्रा आवृता या वीणा वरदण्ड मण्डितकरा या श्वेत पद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युत शङ्कर प्रभृतिभिर्देवैः सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निशेष
You should always recognize him and submit to his powers.
Group it.
Where we wanted to really, with all of our heart to honor all those people who have not only, worked hard during the COVID pandemic, but have saved the healthcare, not only in Delhi, but, I would say that all over the country and even abroad. So, first of all, I would like to thank Dr. Rajiv Garg for untiring effort to make it possible today, and Dr. S.K. Chopra, who has been the advisor of the New Delhi IIM branch, who did really, took pains to get the shape what we have today. Our chief guest, Ms. Meenakshi Lekhi, Honorable Minister of State for External Affairs, Government of India, has promised that she will be, dropping in any moment, but subject to her availability of, because they have got some meeting at the Prime Minister's house also. Special thanks to our chief guest, Dr. Professor Khadullah sir. He is the, been pioneering and has been, teacher for all of us. And I think Dr. Vinay Agrawal will be joining sometime by, noon time probably. Dr. Pradeep Chaube and all our senior faculty, I can see a lot of our teachers and all, Dr. V.K. Bahal, Dr. K.K. Sethi sir, and Dr. S.M. Tuni, who is from, who was from BHU, from my alma mater. Dr. Dwivedi is also sitting in the audience, and so a special thanks to all of you who met this morning, and we will, honor the timelines also so that we don't spill over the given timelines. I invite Dr. Sanjay Dhawan to, continue the proceeding. Thank you very much once again.
Thank you, Dr. Can I request now S.K. Chopra, the advisor to IMA in Military Branch, to come and say a few words.
Thank you very much, Sanjay. This is just to invoke everyone. That's only my intention here. Professor M. Khalullah, Chairman of the Heart Center, a legend in cardiology, teachers of teacher, and I call him as a father of cardiology. Not only in India, but creating an impact in the whole world. We are very proud of you, sir, that you are with us early morning. We have with us Professor S.C. Manchanda, former HOD, Cardiology, All India Institute of Medical Sciences, and the senior consultant at Gangaram, a teacher of teachers. In every conference, whatever I did in my life in the last so many years, organized so many world congresses, he was always there, whether it's in Delhi or out of Delhi. We have with us Dr. Pradeep Chaube. I know him from the time when I was the president of IMA in Delhi 25 years ago. And we can see him the same way with a lot of enthusiasm and dynamism. He is with us. Who is a very eminent chairman of the Max Institute of Laparoscopic, Endoscopic and Bariatric Surgery, our chief guest today. One person, very silent, very humble, who is the soul of IMA here, is our own chief patron, Dr. I.K. Scholar. Very person, egoless, and always there to help us. I became the member of IMA Military Branch because of him. Dr. Viveka Kumar, our president of IMA NDB, a very humble person. Whatever we are today and doing this program is all supported from his personal account. I have to check the account, how much money he is losing today. And as Professor Manchanda mentioned, no commercialization is awards. 44,000 doctors in Delhi, only 108 or 110 are chosen. Nominations. It's not by me and him, it's by committee which was there. So we're very fortunate, and I'm very humbled to say that Viveka Kumar is a very flexible person, very supportive person. So we are very honored being a president of IMA Military Branch. We have with us Rajiv Garg, who is a real live wire of this program, who worked very hard. Whatever we do, he is the running force, and he forces us also indirectly. Rajiv, we are very grateful to you. He is also the past president of IMA NDB. He is the vice chair. He is the chairman of the Indian Academy of IMA NDB. We have with us the vice president. You just heard Dr. Sanjay Dhawan, a very good orator and a very powerful speaker. Nidhi Dhawan, secretary of IMA NDB. Dr. Sheetal Sabharwal, I think she is here in the audience, a very active IMA member. All the presidents of IMA, New Delhi branch, from different branches, fellow colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. It's really a great pleasure and honor indeed for me to be here on the occasion of a unique National Doctors' Day celebration. I know it is 16th today and not 1st of July. But it's a historic event. It has never happened in the history of IMA in the New Delhi branch. I'm here for a long time. And why it is organized, you heard Professor Khalilullah, you heard Professor Manchanda, and you already heard Dr. Our Chief Guest Pradeep Joy. The most beautiful and meaningful beginning was by a nice invocation by none other than Dr. Aditi Sharma. We are very, very grateful. Every word you spoke was full of meaning. The vibrations were fantastic. Professor Khalilullah was sitting next to me, and Dr. Manchanda, they were also admiring the way you were engrossed. And he asked me, Dr. Khalilullah, where is she working? I told him, I don't know, sir. Felicitate all the doctors who are receiving the award and not receiving them. That's a very important motive. And who serve the community with humanity, full devotion and dedication, especially during the worst epidemic in the era of pandemic. You heard Professor Manjanda. We lost many colleagues of ours, including Dr. K.K. Me and K.K. worked for almost 25 years together in the same institution. And I think we lost him. It's a big loss, not only to Delhi, but to the whole country. Now, who is the doctor? I think is known to all of us. We are as a doctor, almost for the last 50 years. But just to mention few words as a new beginning of the doctors, that we are all the embodiment of altruism, empathy, sympathy, peace, harmony, compassion, faith, hope, humility, humanity, honesty, humbleness, skill, devotion, dedication, dynamism, persistence, promptness, quick decision makers, and connectedness, communication and understanding the relations, and infuse the confidence. Doctors believe only in one thing, that is the attitude of gratitude. And we are seeing here since morning, everybody is expressing attitude of gratitude. The word doctor, I'm sure we all know, represents D means devotion, which we all are. We should be proud of dedication and dynamism. And O means we all believe in God, omnipotent and omnibeliever. And C is calm. This is the biggest thing in life. You all should be calm, never be agitated, and never be aggressive. And we must be very confident. And the most important thing, I really want to give a message today. Please learn every day to improvise our communication skill, to prevent ourselves from litigation. Communication skill is the secret of success to be a perfect doctor. Togetherness is by T, and teamwork. Without teamwork, we cannot exist. That thing should know each and every one of us. And O represents outgoing, outspoken, and overcome all the obstacles which we as a doctor and patient come across. And R is a reference to respect and reciprocity, which we all are showing towards the dignitaries sitting on the dais and of the dais. I saw Professor Khalilullah standing while taking a cup of tea, and he stood to greet Dr. Arun Goyal. It was very amazing, sir. And say, I know him for last many years, but here is an opportunity to meet him. Who was the first doctor in the world? Should be known to each and every one of us. It was Hippocrates. It was Hippocrates who brought the concept of a doctor. And I think we all take the Hippocrates oath. How many of us follows? Only God knows. But I think we know that there is something like Hippocrates oath. Why do we celebrate the Doctor's Day? should be known to each and every one of us. It is after the B.C. Roy from Kolkata, who was born on the same day and died on the same day. Very rare. And I remember the exact dates. He was born in July 1882 and died on 1st July 1962. And he was he was the chief minister. I think this was the second chief minister of West Bengal. He was a educationist, statesman, and a physician, all in one. Those days, very rare. Only one thing I want to say today, that we have gone through a very stressful time. We all became numb during COVID time. I used to call Professor Khanulla quite often, as well as Professor Manchanda, just to keep newness in them. Don't feel that we are confined to house or a jail. We should keep on working. That was only my motive. And I think we all should do it, that we should be concerned for everybody. A study was recently published by Indian Medical Association, which has shown a very, very terrific pictures. And it has shown that 82% of doctors in India are stressed out in their profession. Fear of violence is the main stressor in many doctors. 46% violence. And followed by fear of being sued, 24%. It's a huge data. And also fear of criminal prosecution, 14%. So time has come, we should take a lead to manage our stress ourselves. Nobody will else manage stress for us. We have to manage as a group of doctors, ourselves. And we should be in a celebration mode all the time. Always be in a celebration mode. Whatever you do in life, your profession also, in a celebration mode. That's a teaching we had from COVID. COVID was a horror in 2019. We all know it. It was a horrifying pandemic. It shook the whole world with a very highly infectious COVID virus. I was in New York a few months ago, and I was shocked to see a statue of a nurse in New York who committed suicide. Because she's 22 emergencies all died on the same day. And she was helpless. See what has happened during COVID. This was second wave of COVID. So I think it's very painful because we all know that this virus was a very malignant virus. It was a pro-inflammatory, pro-thrombotic, pro-immunogenic, and led to very high mortality and morbidity, especially in second wave. We express today our gratitude and thanks to our Honorable Prime Minister, Shri Narendra Modi, and the health agencies, including ICMR, WHO, and Ministry of Health, for the untiring, extraordinary effort to overcome this pandemic effectively by creating management protocols, creating COVID emergency hospitals, lab facilities, and especially imaging doctors. They were of a tremendous help. We knew it is infectious, but they all were very, very helpful to us. We compliment Indian government and Indian doctors and the paramedical staff for their extensive COVID vaccination drive. As Dr. Manchanda just spoke, frontline young doctors and nurses, paramedical staff had commendable contribution to salvage the jeopardized patients of COVID and COVID-infected comorbidity. Their devotion, sacrifice, and dedication can never be forgotten. So this National Doctors Day, we give our tribute and salute to all the doctors, which we must continue for the rest of life. A word about doctor-patient relationship, very important. We must all learn, and we have learned during COVID. Number one is compassion. And number two, documentation. And number three, proper communication. No miscommunication. Not against any doctor. Always appreciate or do whatever you feel like. Don't condemn any doctor. Proper understanding and avoid misunderstandings. And don't imagination. I think this is a very important message. The last one, I thought Viveka will speak about it. A very, very horrifying news is doctors are dying prematurely. 10 years earlier. This is the data. I'll tell you, data is again from Indian Medical Association. And sudden death at the age of 40, 41. You might have just heard a few days ago, even our own colleague, Professor, one of our own colleagues had a MI. He is clear. We all know it. He's not here. He's also one of the audience. I sent him a message also. So it's a little painful for us that we have to optimize our lifestyle also. Doctors are always talking about the lifestyle of patients, but we don't improvise our own lifestyle. We don't manage our stress. So sudden death is very, very common because of increased sympathetic overdrive. We are all human beings. We can't drag our machine over time. Long working hours and lot of stress is responsible for premature heart attacks in medical fraternity today. The death of Gaurav Gandhi, a renowned cardiologist at the age of 41, is a waking up call for all the doctors to carve out the time for self-health care by optimization of lifestyle. No smoking, please. This is my humble request with folded hands to all the doctors. And regular exercise, meditation, everything, you know you are the masters. And ladies and gentlemen, to conclude, I once again, from the core of my heart, convey and wish all the doctors a happy Doctors' Day. And convey my thanks to our chief guest, especially Professor Khalilullah, Professor Manchanda, and Dr. Pradeep Chaube, who is with us on the dais. I am especially thankful to our organizing committee, as I mentioned to you, Dr. Viveka Kumar, our president, all financial support from Viveka. Tribute to you, sir. No support from any finance company. First meeting in my life I am attending where it is supported by an individual doctor. Number two, I am very grateful to Rajiv Garg, who worked very hard. When I called him for the first time, he was in Paris. Am I right? He was in Paris. And I wanted him to come a little early so that we conceive the idea, perceive the idea, structure the idea, and execute it. And here is the outcome today. And he was ready for it. I think, Rajiv, I'm very grateful to you.
I think we should practice what we preach. I, on my part, try my best to do so. And lastly, but not leastly, if any of you is feeling very inspired by Dr. Vivek Kumar's gesture,
I was just thinking about it, how to modify lifestyle. A stressful lifestyle for a doctor is to be almost impossible. I've been practicing medicine and cardiology for the last 63 years, but still I don't know whether I had a natural sleep for a whole night, any time. The mind goes on, it keeps worrying about the patient, it keeps thinking about it. Now the current technology makes you still more involved. I have CCTV in my hospital, and that goes on to my phone, telephone. So when I get up in the morning, 4 o'clock, prepare, the next thing I do is to look at what is happening to my patient this evening. So that phenomena is very difficult to change. My daughter, who is a cardiologist, she asked me, Baba, you have been practicing such a long time, why have you not changed? It was very difficult to change. But I will try and listen to Hriday and see what I can do about that. I think the stress is part of excellence, you know. You can't create excellence without being stressful, without being strict with discipline, everything around. And I think all my colleagues and students, K.K. Sethi, Gail, Dr. Harpardhan, they all realize that they're all like my clones, you know. They have imbibed all those qualities. I'm the clone of my teacher, Dr. Roy, who has taught me all this. So keeping these qualities together is not easy to synchronize with easy life, just relaxing and get into poetry or I keep talking to my wife, she listens to several stories. I still not understand what is the meaning of stories, but your mind can't take off. You can't take off this whole problem. So once you're a doctor, you are embedded for this profession all your life. It's a profession of sacrifice and service. And every time you see, I've seen many patients, two dozen patients who come pulseless in the hospital. Revive them, send them back walking. That's the biggest award you can ever get from divine. So these are all the achievements of your dedication and this thing. And I think to appreciate and acknowledge that the Doctor's Day is a wonderful tradition. If you don't acknowledge ourselves, nobody will acknowledge. There are always people that criticize you, but that's part of the game. I think we must keep this tradition on, and every year we'll try and contribute, not like Viveka, but some manner or the other, to ensure this tradition goes on. I admire the presence of all these big galaxies here, whom I can't name all of them, but see Dr. Iyer, you can see Dr. Tuli, you mentioned about the name. These are all people who are role models. Humility, experience, expertise, contribution. I think Dr. Hotchandani. So these are all people who have contributed enormously, without being in the skyline of what is happening today. So I'm once again very grateful to the IMA New Delhi branch to invite me for this function, and I feel humbled to see that all these great communities are here with me. And wish you all the very best, long life, good health, and continue your mission to heal. Thank you very much.
As I think everybody said very clearly, that although we have a very noble profession, we are doing extremely good in our profession, but we ourselves are stressed. And stress should be controlled. We don't know how to control stress. We tell our patients, please control the stress. That's why I took up this specialty of so-called yoga, etc., and meditation. And I think every doctor should do that. We do meditation for a short period of time, like angioplasty you're doing, you're always concentrated and thinking positive. If you rupture the artery, you always think positive. If same thing happens in the house or with your colleagues, you don't repair that artery at all. So it becomes an attitude. I think what I would suggest is meditation is not difficult. As Dr. Khalilullah said that we are always busy in one thought. Something goes wrong, we are always thinking. But I think that thought can be erased very easily if you learn a little bit how to meditate. It's nothing but introspection and all that. So I would suggest, as HK has also said, that although we are doing extremely good job, but there are a couple of things which doctors must have. They must be compassionate. Compassionate doctor is less stressed about that thing. Secondly, they must have humility. Many of us have a lot of ego. Humility also takes out the stress. And third thing is honesty. Although very minute doctors do the wrong things, but I think the name of the whole profession goes. And if you're honest, I think in the end you are less stressed. So as HK said, if we have all these positive attributes of honesty, hard work, humility, I think the stress will be much less. And we should never try to compete with another person. That's what I call humility. I'm told by many of my students, like Khalilullah has lots of students, I have lots of students, that I want to earn as much as the number 2 or something like that. I think that comparison should not be. Every human being is potentially divine. You see, our role model, myself and Dr. Khalilullah's role model was Sujar Roy. He had no house, he had no car, he used to walk down to his office. But he was our role model because he was academically so strong. No money, nothing at all. But now I ask the doctors, and I think they become two. They say, our role model is that doctor who has 3 cars, he has a huge house, he's earning so much of money. So I think money is important, but money cannot get you happiness. Actually, money can cause more stress. A lot of research has been done in Harvard School that money is important, but not. I think apart from money, we have to have balanced life, as has been said, and it's not difficult. You can meditate while seeing the patient, you can meditate while doing angioplasty, you can do talking to others. It becomes an attitude fact, if somebody criticizes you or praises you, you are not effective, and that's what I call meditation. So what I would suggest is every doctor should learn meditation. Very easy to do. I do to my doctors whenever I go for CME conferences anywhere in India. I always take 1 hour class for yoga meditation, and I tell them you are very successful, but you are not very happy. You are under stress. To remove the stress, do this thing. It is 5 minutes job, 10 minutes job. You will learn it. So my message is that let's follow what we preach. As he said, doctors live 10 years shorter. And I remember long back when I joined cardiology, there was a conference of CSI in down south, and they were showing what doctors are eating. So it was Dr. B.P. Basu, who was very fat and tall person. His plate was shown. There were 3 chickens there and huge amount of fat. He says, doctor, don't follow what they preach. So I think let's try to follow what we preach so that we are less stressed, we live longer life, and we are able to serve the humanity much better. Not only humanity, as he said, all this doctor-patient relationship will also finish if we are having a meditative attitude. So this is my message on this Doctor's Day, that we doctors should be noble persons as we are. We have to remove some of these bad emotions that we have, and that way I think this is the best way to celebrate the doctors. Thank you very much.
I request Dr. Kaka to guide us with word of wisdom.
My seniors, my colleagues have given a lot of good advice. The only thing, एक पिता एक इसके हम बारिश, तू मेरा बुरहाई. Almighty, His Father, we are all the children, we are all brothers and sisters. And the message of Guru Nanak, नाम जपो, किरत करो, ते बन सको. सुची सची किरत करो, ते ओदा कुछ गरीबां नूं वंड के सको. और नानक नाम चढ़दी कला, spirit of buoyancy, चढ़दी कला और सर्बत दा भला. If we are thinking on these lines, it has already been expressed by my colleagues, Dr. Leela, Dr. Manchanda. I developed a cardiac problem in 1980. I was told to go to New York for my angiography. I couldn't go because of my children and family and all this thing. Dr. Manchanda did my angiography.
Normal content.
And Dr. Bhatia said ke koi kar sakda hai, kande Dr. Manchanda sikh ke aaye ne utho. Te ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੇ angiography ਕੀਤੀ ਤੇ 69% circumference blocked. Dr. Khalilullah did my studies, electrophysiological studies. Treatment started, but Amrit Vela Sach Naam Vadhyai Vichar. Guru Nanak said, he described the God Almighty, Ekamkar Satnam Karta Purukh Nirbho Nirvair Akar Murat Ajuni Sarvan Gur Prasad. सच्चा साहेब सच्चा नाई, उसका सच्चा नाम है, वो सच ही बोलता है. पाख्या उसका लव इज हैबिट. हो फिर के अगे रखिए जिससे दरबार, उसको की दसिए की करिए उहदे वास्ते कि वो मिल जावे. अमृत वेला सच नाम बढ़िया. ब्रह्म मुहूर्त में उठ के, सवेरे उठ के उसकी बंदगी करो. एक सांस दिया हुआ है आपको, हमको. अगर सांस 4 मिनट नहीं आए तो खत्म. सांस से पहले था उसको सोचो नहीं क्या है, सांस के आगे का पता नहीं है. और सांस में क्या कर सकते हैं हम, अपने धर्म के मुताबिक वाहिगुरु अल्लाह राम ये बोल सकते हैं. ये बोलते रहेंगे, ये नाम तन इकट्ठा हो जाएगा. रात को नींद नहीं आती तो बोलना शुरू कर दो तो सोचोगे नाम तनकट है जो आपके साथ जाना है, क्योंकि मैं तैयार हूँ जाने के लिए। अभी 38 साल मेरे 89 चल रहा है, तो इसलिए ये नाम जपने से, मेडिटेशन करने से स्ट्रेंथ आ जाती है और साथ में दुख सुख सहने की शक्ति आती है। दुख सुख तो आता ही है, ये तो टू साइड्स ऑफ से वन कॉइन। सो नानक नाम चढ़दी कला तेरे बाने सर्वत्र।
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Whether through meditation or through prayers, we can also. There are many other ways of dealing with the stress and living a healthy, happy life, and we should all try to do that. And I see Dr. Chaube is a great, connoisseur of art. I think art for him is a form of meditation and form of dealing with stress. So art appreciation is a form of stress buster. So we should all adopt our own ways, whatever pleases to our heart, and make sure that we lead a happy, healthy life, what we are trying to achieve for others. Yes, some amount of optimal stress is required to perform better, as Dr. Khalilullah said, that drives us to achieve perfection. But it should only be optimal level. Beyond a certain level, stress is self-harmful.
And on the stage, it is, none of them needs an introduction, but I guess I do. I am Dr. Sheetal Sabharwal, an obstetrician and gynecologist. This is more like a plethora of cardiologists and physicians, all of them who made a mark for themselves in their careers. It's good to see a collection of doctors from all walks of life, and I am just one of them, a proud member of the New Delhi branch of the IMA. We are indeed very lucky that we are being able to honor all the doctors here, who all a long span of careers spanning 5 decades, 6 decades, they've all made their mark. It is indeed an honor to the New Delhi branch, and it is indeed an honor to all the doctor community that we are able to, honor our colleagues, honor our seniors, learn from them. And with this spirit, it is with this spirit that we start the award ceremony for today to honor this.
Dr. S.C. Manchanda, next.
Dr. Pradeep Chaube. Dr. Pradeep Chaube, please.
What could be bigger honor than? Thank you.
Everyone will be joining in later, so.
Dr. IPS Kalra, please. Dr. Viveka Kumar.
Dr. Rajiv Garg, who is the soul and force of this branch.
And Dr. Sanjay Dhawan. And the soul and force behind the branch.
Viveka Kumar.
Dr. Sanjay Dhawan.
Dr. Sheetal Sabharwal.
Sheetal. Mujadda.
Thank you.
Dr. S.M. Tuli, can I request, sir? Dr. S.M. Tuli, sir?
I will go down.
Sir, he is.
I think he is now standing ovation.
I'll request everyone to give a standing ovation to the youngest man of medical fraternity today, Dr. Tuli. We are very fortunate that a person of the status of Dr. Tuli is with us at the age of 91. And you saw him, Dr. Khalilullah wanted to go down. He said, no, I'll come running. And he came running here. Thank you.
Now we have Dr. Nidhi.
That's how we should all aspire to be, that when we are 91, we should run up to the stage to be recognized. Next.
What a pleasure.
Dr. Ashok Rajgopal.
Ashok Rajgopal, please.
We have
Arun Goel.
Padma Shri awardee.
Dr. Surya Bhan.
On mission to Yemen and operation Oh, how is it?
We have to go a little fast because there are so many people who need to go.
Dr. S.S. Maria. Dr. Maria, please come with qualification.
Living region. Next one, S.K. Mariam. Announce the name.
Surya Bhan.
Arjun.
Suryavan.
Mara is not around, so Dr. D.S. Rana. Dr. D.S. Rana is also not.
Dr. Rajiv Sharma.
Dr. Rajiv Sharma. He is also one of very eminent orthopedic surgeon here. We feel very proud of him. A lot of contribution in the field of orthopedics. Rajiv.
I think this duty will give it to none other than our own chief guest, Dr. Khalilullah. Give this.
Next, I request Dr. K.K. Sethi to come on stage.
Decorative shawl, I'll request Dr. Machanda and Dr. Chobe, will you join me?
Dr. K.K. Sethi.
Dr. K.K. Sethi, a very eminent person, par excellence. He is not only the past national president of CSI, but also the Lifetime Achievement Awardee.
Can we have Dr. P. Lal please next? Dr. P. Lal.
Dr. D.S. Dampi.
Dr. K.K. Talwar please. Dr. K.K. Talwar.
Dr. Harsh Mahajan. Dr. Harsh Mahajan.
Dr. Sanjay Mittal. Dr. Sanjay Mittal. Dr. D.K. Bhargava. Dr. D.K. Bhargava.
B.K. Zulfa.
DK Bhargav.
That is there.
Hello, sir.
The man in oncology.
Thank you.
So the pride of the
Can we have Dr. O.P. Yadav next? Dr. O.P. Yadav.
what a pleasure is there.
Dr. M.C. Mishra. Dr. M.C. Mishra next, please. Dr. M.C. Mishra.
Next is my friend and colleague, Dr. Dinesh Kulkar. Dr. Dinesh Kulkar. Dr. Dinesh Kulkar.
Next. Ganesh Kulkar.
We have Dr. Sunil Prakash with us.
Next is a beautiful voice and a beautiful person, Dr. Manju Mani.
Dr. Sunil Prakash, please.
Oh my God. What a pleasure, Manju.
Dr. G.K. Mani.
It can be this honor.
Dr. G.K. Mani, please.
Money to stay on till Dr. G.K. Mani joins.
Where is GK?
Would you please announce Dr. G.K. Mani to join us?
Dr. G.K. Mani.
Dr. G.K. Mani to sir.
Single couple with us. Next is Dr. Vinit Suri.
Dr. S.K. Wangman. Dr. Ajay Kumar K.
Allah. Dr. Neeraj Malla.
Dr. Sameer Srivastava. Dr. Sameer Srivastava.
Sameer Srivastava, a great clinician and a great echocardiologist, a very dynamic person. We know him for last almost 45 years. Once upon a time, we were working in Mulchan Hospital, and now he's the chief of non-invasive cardiology in Max.
Dr. Surinder Kumar.
God bless you.
Dr. Surinder Kumar. Dr. Yugal Mishra. Dr. Yugal Mishra.
Dr. Ramesh Arora.
Dr. Ramesh Harchandani.
Ramesh Harchandani, a very eminent nephrologist. People know him, and Dr. Khalula already introduced him when he was sitting in the audience.
Dr. K.S. Iyer, please. Dr. K.S. Iyer.
Who doesn't know K.S. Iyer? Anybody in the audience here? There is only one person known in whole India if any introduction is required or any reference is required in pediatric surgery. Only one. We feel very proud. People come to me all over. We are proud of you. Legend of time.
Dr. Sunil Raheja. Dr. Sunil Raheja.
Vinod Puri. Dr. Vinod Puri, please.
Vinod Puri, a very eminent neurophysician, who was a professor, head of neurology in JB Pant, and now he joined our hospital. We feel very proud.
PK Bangla. PK Bangla.
Dr. Bangla, very well known in the field of pulmonology and critical care. Dr. Bangla.
Dr. Satish Mehta. Dr. Satish Mehta.
I'm happy to see some ophthalmology coming now.
Dr. Satish Mehta, please.
I think cardiology dominates and ophthalmology gets totally negated. I was on the next spot.
There's a lot of orthopedic.
Yes.
ENT तो है ही नहीं.
Hey.
Dr. Manju
Dr. A.K. Bali. Dr. A.K. Bali.
Sheila Mehra as herself. She is the face of cardiology in Delhi.
Dr. Manoj.
Dr. Parashar is also here. Can you just get?
Dr. Manoj.
Dr. Parashar, do we have Dr. Parashar?
He is here.
Dr. Parashar, please.
Dr. Parashar, S.K. Parashar. He is
He's the father of echocardiography. Give a big hand, please.
Dr. A.K. Umar. Dr. A.K. Umar. A.K. Umar.
a giant in echocardiography from Fortis Escorts Hospital, A.K. Omar. Dr. J. Nagpal, a very eminent person in adolescent psychiatry.
Dr. Suman Bandhari. Dr. Suman Bandhari.
Sohan Bhandari is a, I don't know what should I call him as. And I remember our night with Dr. Khalilullah and a dinner when he was the editor of Indian Heart Journal. Am I right, sir? I think memory is correct. And we remember now he has recently been the president of New Delhi branch. And we look forward with the blessings of Dr. Khalilullah and Dr. Manchanda, he may become a national president.
Dr. Harsh Kapoor, please. Dr. Harsh Kapoor.
Dr. Harsh Kapoor is also a DIAN in hepatology and gastroenterology. He's in the Metro group as well as Mulchan.
Dr. Pradeep Jain.
Dr. Mona Bhatia.
Everybody knows Mona. Mona is the chief of imaging.
Dr. S.K. Paul.
Dr. Y.K. Arora.
Dr. S.K. Paul here. I think the applause should keep coming.
SK Paul, the man in urology, known all over India and mostly in Pakistan.
Dr. Y.K. Arora.
YK Arora, a very compassionate doctor. From army, though he's from army, I thought army is very tough, very compassionate.
Dr. O.P. Sharma. Dr. O.P. Sharma.
Dr. Chanchal Pal. Dr. Chanchal Pal.
Next is very chirpy, bubbly, colorful, and very powerful course, my friend and colleague, Dr. Poonam Das. Dr. Poonam Das.
Who doesn't know the signature of Poonam Das? In every laboratory report of Max, only Poonam Das, not a report afterwards.
Dr. Poonam Malhotra.
We always call her as a queen of ECMO, ECMO queen.
Dr. Dilip Bhalla.
She's a father's clone, you know.
Dr. Dilip Bhalla.
God bless you, God bless you. She's not my daughter.
Thank you, Dr. Bhalla.
Dr. R.K. Tuli. Dr. R.K. Tuli.
another strong person.
Dr. Tuli, the man who believes in holistic medicine in all India and took the name of Apollo at a big level.
Dr. Anuradha Kapoor. Again from Nancy and Max, very strong person in obstetric and gynecology. People.
Good to see that I need to turn to presentation of the dynamic fraternity. Dr. Puneet Agarwal.
The gynecologist of Max.
Puneet Agarwal, please.
Dr. Praveen Gulati. Dr. Praveen Gulati.
Praveen Gulati, a very well-known imaging person. If you have to get an MRI and CT, he is always there to help us. And we have very good rotations also for us many years.
Dr. Deep Goel. Dr. Deep Goel.
He is a lot of images. Give a big hand, please.
And I'm proud and privileged to call the next person who I really admire, who's a big name in ophthalmology, Dr. Rashid Shaw. I always wanted to work with him, but never got a chance to. Maybe in future.
Dr. Rajiv Kasi. Dr. Rajiv Kasi.
Thank you, Rajiv.
Dr. Cyrus Shroff. Yeah, can we have Dr. Cyrus Shroff so that both of them can take it together?
Whenever we think of retina, only Cyrus comes. We are very grateful to you, Cyrus. Please join us here.
Two icons representing two segments of the eye, the anterior segment and the posterior segment.
Fourth generation of eye specialists.
Thank you very much. Can we have?
Next is another big icon in the field of ophthalmology, my favorite and my senior and my guide and my former teacher, Dr. Mahipal Singh is his name. I have worked under him and learned really a lot from him.
contribution of Naveen Dag is known to everyone during COVID times. COVID times. Center for Sight is known all over the world now. One man, Dr. M.S. Sandeva, my person.
You made my day. All of us proud. Yeah.
Dr. Sridhar Trivedi.
Dr. Pradeep Saxena. Dr. Pradeep Saxena.
And master educator. आप एक तो वक्त सुनाना पड़ेगा।
अपनाइए अच्छी जीवन शैली, अपनाइए अच्छी जीवन शैली। सेहत चादर कभी न होगी मैली, सेहत चादर कभी। सिगरेट, शराब और स्ट्रेस, सिगरेट, शराब और स्ट्रेस दिल के लिए डिस्ट्रेस।
Thank you.
God bless you, sir.
Dr. Pradeep Saxena.
Dr. Kalan R. Major.
Dr. G.S. Garewal.
Congratulations.
Dr. G.S. Garewal.
Dr. Alka Gujral. Dr. Alka Gujral.
Another eminent gynecologist, Dr. Alka Gujral.
Dr. Dinesh Negi. Another friend of mine, Dr. Dinesh Negi.
Dr. A.K. Bali. Do we have Dr. A.K. Bali, please?
Dr. Alka Malhotra. Dr. Alka Malhotra. Ashwin Ahuja, Dr. DPS 2, Dr. DPS 2,
Dr. M.K. Bhatnagar, Sami,
Dr. Ravinder Sabharwal, Dr. Ravinder.
Congratulations, God bless you. Let your families like yours should have been doing.
And we sort of interrupted their holiday. They come all the way from Himachal to
yeah.
receive
They
this award.
missed the flight today morning and they moved over yesterday from Shimla for this award ceremony. We're all very grateful. for this award.
Dr. Asha Ahuja, Dr. Asha Ahuja,
Dr. G.S. Arewal. Dr. Yugal Mishra, please.
Dr. Jayashree Bogra, Dr. Jayashree Bogra,
My teacher.
Dr. Kiran Kumar. Dr. Kiran Kumar. Dr. O.P. Sharma. Dr. Vinay Parva. Dr. Vinay Parva. Dr. Vinay Parva.
He's pioneer of geriatrics. Nobody else has taken that on like he has. And so many books, so many papers.
I deal with elderly patients. I am myself not elderly.
Sir, आपका चावल अभी भी हुआ है।
कहीं बुढ़ा तो नहीं करा था?
बिल्कुल नहीं।
Dr. Vinay Parva.
Next is Dr. Kumar Kumar. Dr. Kumar Kumar.
Dr. Anil Bogra. Dr. Anil Bogra, please.
Dr. Sandeep Sindhi.
That goes to adulthood.
Dr. P.S. Sethi. Dr. P.S. Sethi.
We have an artist with us.
All over Mandalas district.
Dr. Tulika Seth. Dr. Tulika.
Ladies and gentlemen, I request all of you to please stay on for a group photograph. This opportunity, you will never get it again. Because we have the pillars of medicine and cardiology, and we all will group photograph together. And I assure you, it will have very wide circulation all over the world.
Dr. K.K. Arora. Dr. K.K. Arora. Dr. K.K. Arora. Dr. S.K. Parashar.
शिफ्टिंग इज थोड़ा बिजी शिफ्टिंग करना पेपर सॉर्ट आउट करना 60 साल पे जाओ सैला पे जाओ सैला मिलना चाहिए
Now I'll invite all the senior members of different branches to come and have a token of. Yeah.
All the
Dr. Parval, Mrs. Parval, Suketa, please come. Suketa.
We have a group photograph for everyone. Please come forward.
Yes, look here.
Yes, wait, wait. Okay, yes, everybody look here. Yes.
इसके कैमरे में देखना है नहीं
This camera. Wait, one more. थोड़ा और साथ आ जाइए सर आगे. थोड़ा मोबाइल पीछे लीजिए.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
very close friend.
We were absolutely well in time because of only two people.
One will not come.
First, Professor Karula, and second, because of Professor Manchanda. Though Michael want to say, I don't know.
Yes, sir. Excuse me, sir.
सर ये भी डाल दो सर ये
शोभन
Yes, sir. सामने देखिए please. First of all,
I thought he would be there. He announced his name also.
he did come.
नमस्कार दोस्तों, आज हमारे बीच डॉक्टर DS राणा जी हैं, पद्मश्री अवार्डी। गंगाराम हॉस्पिटल्स में काम छोड़ के यहाँ पर आया। डॉक्टर डे है। सर जी, डॉक्टर डे पे आप क्या कहना चाहते हैं सभी डॉक्टर्स के लिए?
मैं डॉक्टरों को एक ही कहना चाहता हूँ कि हर डॉक्टर को अपने सब्जेक्ट में तो निपुण होना ही चाहिए, वो तो जरूरी है। आपको अपडेट रहना चाहिए अपने वो कर। दूसरा ये है कि एक डॉक्टर को अच्छा डॉक्टर होने के बजाय, अच्छे डॉक्टर की डेफिनेशन है कि सब्जेक्ट में कॉम्पिटेंट होना चाहिए। दूसरा उनमें जो मोर उससे भी सेकंड इम्पोर्टेंट कंपोनेंट है वो है कि उनकी कम्युनिकेशन स्किल बड़ी अच्छी होनी चाहिए। पेशेंट के लिए उनका एटीट्यूड बड़ा सिम्पथी और एम्पैथी वाला होना चाहिए, और अपने कुलीग्स की तरफ भी कोई बड़ा एटीट्यूड बड़ा अच्छा होना चाहिए। जो इंटरप्रेट की ओथ है उसको ओबे करना चाहिए सब डॉक्टरों को। और मैं हमेशा कहता हूँ कि डॉक्टर तभी कंप्लीट हो सकता है कि उसमें दोनों कंपोनेंट कंप्लीट हो। एक उतना सब्जेक्ट और दूसरा उसका रिलेशनशिप द पेशेंट।
तो ये जो वो डॉक्टर हैं जो अभी ऑन जॉब हैं और काम कर रहे हैं, लेकिन जो आने वाले बच्चे हैं जो जिनका सपना है कि मैं डॉक्टर बनूं, उनके लिए क्या कहना चाहेंगे?
मैं तो कहूँगा पहले तो डॉक्टर बनो ही नहीं, भी आपकी एक त्याग की भावना नहीं हो। डॉक्टरी एक त्याग का भावना है। जहाँ तक पैसा कमाने की बात है वो एक सेकेंडरी चीज़ होनी चाहिए, ताकि पैसा जो है वो अपने आप आ जाएगा कि प्रैक्टिस में होंगे या अपने जो भी काम कर रहे होंगे, चाहे आप प्रैक्टिस में है, चाहे गवर्नमेंट एम्प्लॉई हैं, तब भी तो। पर जहाँ भी हो आप, चाहे सरकारी हों चाहे प्राइवेट सेक्टर में काम करते हो, कहीं भी काम करते हो, वहाँ आप पेशेंट सेंट्रिक एटीट्यूड होना चाहिए कि आपका जो आपके लिए जो भगवान है वो पेशेंट ही है। उसके लिए भगवान ने आपको पैदा किया है कि लोगों का दुख निवारण करो और लोगों के साथ अच्छी तरह बात करो। आदि बीमारियाँ डॉक्टरों की एक जो व्यवहार होता है उससे काफ़ी ठीक होता है।
हमारा देश 75वां अमृत महोत्सव काल मना रहा है। जब हम 100वां अमृत महोत्सव काल मनाएंगे तो कैसा भारत आप देखना चाहते हैं? पूरा भारत स्वस्थ हो जाएगा, हॉस्पिटलों की इतनी ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ेगी, निरोगी सभी हो जाएंगे?
नहीं, मैं ऐसा नहीं कहूँगा कि निरोगी हो जाएंगे। मैं चाहूँगा कि सभी भारतीय उस टाइम शिक्षित होने चाहिए, और शिक्षा का मतलब ये डिग्रियाँ होनी चाहिए। एक शिक्षा का मतलब एक डिग्रियाँ तो होगी, और एक मानव धर्म का एक सारे समझें कि मानवता को जो भी चीज़ भगवान ने बनाया, जिसको या इंसानों को बनाया है या जानवरों को बनाया है, पौधों को बनाया है, इनका आदर करें एक। और किसी के प्रति एक नफरत का भाव नहीं होना चाहिए। किसका धर्म क्या है क्या नहीं है वो उसका इंडिविजुअल काम है। ये जो मैं चाहता हूँ, जहाँ तक धर्म की बात है, जहाँ अपनी भारतीय संस्कृति को जगाओ जो हज़ारों साल पुरानी है, उसको जगाना चाहिए हमें मैं जहाँ तक कहता हूँ लोगों को कुछ हद तक संस्कृत सिखानी चाहिए, और ताकि लोग अपने जो भारतीय संस्कृत किताबें हैं उनसे एक संस्कार सीख सकें। और जहाँ तक स्वास्थ्य का बात है, अच्छी फैसिलिटी होनी चाहिए, पर पहले सारी जो अटेंशन होनी चाहिए जो इस चीज़ पर होनी चाहिए कि बीमारियाँ हों, और बीमारियाँ बहुत ऐसा तो हो नहीं सकता कि जो आदमी आया है उसमें मरना तो है ही, कोई ना कोई बीमारी तो आएगी। पर जो कई बीमारियों का प्रिवेंशन कर सकते हैं नेशनल पर, एक एजिंग से आदमी मरना चाहिए। मैं ये चाहूँगा कि जो भी मरे, जो भी जाए आगे, वो अपनी उम्र की वजह से जाए, एक नेचुरल
ना कि रोग की वजह से।
ना कि रोग की वजह से। ऐसा हो सकता है, पिछले पुराने भारत में भी ऐसा होता था, तो वो मेरा एक सपनों का भारत होगा।
तो कहने का मतलब है कि आयुर्वेदिक
कुछ भी करो,
नीति को अपनाना होगा हमें। पुराने जो बुजुर्ग जिस तरह से आयुर्वेद का प्रयोग करते थे, उन्हीं चीज़ों में लौटना होगा।
जो भी पैथी है उसको स्टडी करो अच्छी तरह, और जैसे कर सकते हैं वो करिए।
तो हमें G20 की अध्यक्षता मिली है, तो क्या कहना चाहेंगे आप? हमारा देश आगे बढ़ रहा है।
बहुत अच्छा है G20 की अध्यक्षता मिली है। ये हमारे प्राइम मिनिस्टर मोदी का प्रभाव है विदेश नीति पर, और सब इसलिए वो नई नई चीज़ें लाते रहते हैं, लगे रहते हैं, और सब लोगों को चाहिए कि उनके साथ लगे रहें। एक सिर्फ नेता तो जरूर चाहिए, पर नेता ही से कुछ नहीं कर सकता जब तक लोग सारे नहीं जुड़ेंगे। हर आदमी चाहे कितने से कितना छोटे से छोटा हो और कितने से कितना बड़ा हो, उसको राष्ट्र निर्माण में भाग लेना होगा।
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, थैंक यू वेरी मच, आप यहाँ आए, बहुत बहुत रिगार्ड्स। नमस्कार दोस्तों, दिल्ली में इंडियन मेडिकल एसोसिएशन का यहाँ पर आज एक प्रोग्राम हुआ, डॉक्टर डेज मनाया गया। डॉक्टर डेज के ऊपर बहुत से अवार्ड दिए गए। तो सर जी क्या कहना चाहेंगे आप, जो हमारे आने वाले बच्चे हैं उनके लिए कोई मैसेज, जो डॉक्टर लाइन में आना चाहते हैं?
तो डॉक्टर्स डे में हमने ये एक उनके लिए इंस्पिरेशन होगा, उससे मोटिवेट होंगे और जो नई जनरेशन है उसको भी लगेगा कि वो एक अपने देश के नागरिकों की हेल्थ के लिए, देश के विकास के लिए काफ़ी कंट्रीब्यूशन करेंगे। तो मैं उनसे भी गुजारिश करूँगा कि इस प्रोफेशन में काफ़ी कुछ गेन करने के लिए और कृपया इस प्रोफेशन को भी अपना एक चुनौती भरा प्रोफेशन की तरह स्वीकार करें।
तो जी सर जी, आप भी कुछ दो शब्द कहें सर।
डॉक्टर्स डे बड़े पैमाने पे सेलिब्रेट किया गया पहली बार कोविड के बाद में, और इसका जो खास उद्देश्य था कि इसको हम आज से डॉक्टर एप्रिसिएशन डे करें। डॉक्टर के मन में बहुत चिंता पेशेंट के बारे में, चिंता फैमिली के बारे में, और कई भी मेडिकल लीगल एस्पेक्ट, कई चीज़ों के स्ट्रेस उनके मन में होती है। तो हमने ये सोचा आज कि ऐसी चीज़ की जाए कि मन में हमेशा खुशहाली हो, डॉक्टर हमेशा हंसता रहे और अपने स्वास्थ्य के बारे में बहुत ख्याल रखे। डॉक्टर का स्वास्थ्य और दिल का स्वास्थ्य है, और दिल का स्वास्थ्य भारत का स्वास्थ्य है, और भारत का स्वास्थ्य है वो वर्ल्ड का स्वास्थ्य है।
तो भारत स्वास्थ्य की बात आप कह रहे हैं सर, आज हमारा देश 75वां अमृत महोत्सव काल मना रहा है। तो जब हम 100वां अमृत महोत्सव काल मनाएंगे, जो मोदी जी ने विजन लिया है, तो उस टाइम आप कैसा भारत देखना चाहेंगे? क्या पूरी तरह से शिक्षित हो जाएगा, पूरी तरह से जो है स्वस्थ हो जाएगा?
जी हाँ, तो जो 100वां अमृत महोत्सव होगा हमारी आज़ादी का, उस समय जैसा कि हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी का विज़न है कि हम चाहते हैं कि, और हम उम्मीद करते हैं कि जिस रफ्तार से देश प्रगति कर रहा है हेल्थ केयर सेक्टर में और बाकी सारी क्षेत्रों में, तो भारत एक विकसित देश हो जाएगा और इसकी हेल्थ प्रॉब्लम्स काफ़ी कम हो जाएंगी। हम लोग इन्फेक्शियस डिजीज़ से बाहर निकल चुके होंगे और जितनी भी प्रिवेंटिव हेल्थ केयर प्रोग्राम्स हो रहे हैं उसके द्वारा हमारे नागरिक और भी स्वस्थ होंगे। उनकी जो जीवन की, जो जीवित रहने की, जिसको कहते हैं लाइफ एक्सपेक्टेंसी, वो बढ़ जाएगी आज के मुकाबले, और देश एक खुशहाल देश रहेगा उस समय।
सर जी, आयुर्वेद को लेके हमारा जो भारत है, प्राचीन भारत से आ रहा है आयुर्वेद, जिससे पुराने जो बुजुर्ग थे वो 100 200 साल जीते थे। आज जो है स्थिति बहुत गंभीर है, छोटी सी उम्र में हार्ट अटैक हो रहे हैं। छोटे लोग जो हैं उनकी गिनती कम है, लेकिन सेलिब्रिटी जो है उनको भी हार्ट अटैक।
उनका कारण जो खास है सबसे बड़ा, कि जो रहन सहन की शैली है वो बहुत ही गलत है। वही उसी के बारे में डिस्कस हुआ गया आज कि हर इंसान को समय पे सोना चाहिए, कम से कम 6-8 घंटे, समय पे खाना चाहिए, सही खाना चाहिए, नॉन वेजिटेरियन या फ्राइड फूड ये नहीं खाना चाहिए, और रोज़ व्यायाम करना चाहिए, और स्पेशली जो हार्ट फ्रेंडली एक्सरसाइज होती है, वॉकिंग, स्विमिंग, डांसिंग, साइकिलिंग, ये बहुत अच्छी एक्सरसाइज है। आपने मोदी साहब का नाम लिया, हम बहुत ही इस चीज़ का एक शुक्र अदा करते हैं मोदी साहब का। हमारा इंडिया भी बहुत लकी है कि उनकी विज़न एक ही है कि भारत पूरे वर्ल्ड में फेमस है आजकल, वर्ल्ड कैपिटल ऑफ हार्ट अटैक, ब्रेन अटैक, लेग अटैक एंड डायबिटीज़ एंड हाइपरटेंशन। उनकी विज़न है कि भारत जो है वो फ्यूचर में वर्ल्ड कैपिटल ऑफ वेलनेस हो। उन्होंने 1.5 लाख वेलनेस सेंटर की घोषणा करी थी, आपको याद होगा, ये बहुत बड़ी घोषणा है। वो विश्वास करते हैं कि वेलनेस कैंपेन शुड बी द कैंपेन ऑफ इंडिया टू अट्रैक्ट द होल वर्ल्ड।
योगा को लेके भी मोदी जी बहुत सक्रिय रहते हैं, लेकिन हम उस दिन, जिस दिन योगा डे मनाया जाता है, कुछ लोग उसी दिन योगा करते हैं, फिर साल का इंतजार करते हैं, जबकि हमें जो है डेली योगा करना चाहिए।
योगा का मतलब लोगों को समझ में आना चाहिए, आज तो नहीं है, वो एक सिंबॉलिक है। योगा मीन्स यमा, नियमा, आसना, प्राणायाम, प्रत्याहारा, धारणा, ध्यान और समाधि। ये एक शैली है जीवन की।